Ah, I don't think I'm ever going to get used to how fast this thing goes live. Oh my gosh. Hopefully everything is going okay visually and auditorily. I think I might be a little blown out too bright. I'm going to go ahead and turn the light down a little bit because that's really annoying. And then we're going to get into today's topic, which I'm really excited to talk to you guys about. Hold on a second. It's just too bright because you can't test it ahead of time. Oop, that's too dark. Let's see. There we go. Bring that down a little bit so you're not like seeing this flash crazy looking brightness. Okay, that is better. That looks so much better. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the What's Up and Makeup Facebook chat. Not Facebook. That's my other group. Oh my gosh. Can you tell I got like 4 hours of sleep last night? Oh my gosh. Welcome to the What's Up and Makeup weekly chat on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I do a What's Up and Makeup weekly Facebook chat over on our Facebook group, which is called What's Up and Makeup. So, you know, just got my words a little twisted. Just had a really cruel hater comment on one of my videos, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did you get like this? It's like, but that's where I woke up this morning. It's crazy. I woke up to this, like, I know I should not check my YouTube comments right when I wake up. I should know better. But usually my YouTube comments are like 98% positive. So usually I'm okay, but man, like some people are just so yeah, so that's kind of, I just read like her response and I'm like, what is wrong with people? But anyway, I got the best advice from Monica on my Twitter this week, and I have to share it with you. I know this is off topic, but I think this is important. At least it was really important for me, and I think it's important just in general dealing with negative people in your life. Like, I'm always constantly trying to understand negative people. I'm always trying to understand, why would they do that? Why would they say that? What did I do to deserve this? You know, and I'm always trying to understand. And Monica was like, you know, well, I was giving myself a little therapy on Twitter, and Monica was like, the reason why you won't, I'm paraphrasing, understand why they're like that is because you will never be like that. You will never be that kind of person, and that's why you don't understand. And that's like, okay, I about love you right now, Monica, because I thought that was a really good point. So I put that into my heart, and I just I hold on to that as I get more comments like that on my channel. You know, it seems like it increases every month. I get more and more of those. So, you know, but that's where my mindset is right now, is like thinking about this, because when you're a terrible person, you know, I think it's a lot, I would imagine it's a lot easier to, you know, let those things go. But like, I feel like when you're a good person, it's really hard to like let those kinds of things go. But anyway, thank you, Monica, wherever you are. I don't know if she's here. I don't think that she comes to our live chat, but Monica, if you watch us on the replay, I really appreciate you. Thank you for that. You made my whole week, and I'm putting that in my back pocket. So anyway, we are currently 3 minutes in, and I haven't even told you what today's topic is, even though I did put it in the title, so hopefully you know. We're going to be talking about products that I received, mostly products I've received in PR, which means public relations, meaning that the company is trying to send products out to people like me to give information about them, to give to you, hopefully positive information, give to you so that you will go out and purchase the products. But as you know, when I get things, it doesn't matter to me whether I get them for free or not. I do have a video on Tuesday that is going to, it's going to be interesting. I'd love to hear your reaction to that, but it's a along the same line of conversation there. But oh my gosh, I feel so scattered today. So anyway, so, you know, it doesn't matter to me. Like, honestly, like, I can go out and I can buy what I want to buy. And I love my channel the way that it is. I love my channel that I have my number one priority for you. So that is where I am getting my motivation to continue creating videos, not the PR and growing the channel and all of that. It's not about that. It's about sharing information with you. So if I get something for free, then that's something else I can share with you. But if I don't ever get anything free from that brand ever again, I don't care. I honestly don't care. I mean, it is nice to get things early. That's a great perk as far as the channel growth goes and as far as giving you information early goes. But in the end, as long as I'm giving you good, solid information, then I feel like my channel is doing what it's supposed to do. So I've got some positive things here. I've got some excuse me, I've got some negative things here. But before I get into those things, I just want to very quickly say hello to the people in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness, because they're also going to be chiming in on these products and their personal experiences. So if they're, you're going to be able to see their comments over on the side of the screen. So if I say something's amazing and they're like, no, it all sucks, you're going to be able to see that. You're totally going to be able to see that. So, they'll call me out. Oh yeah, they would call me out. But most of the time, people, we're usually all on the same page on this stuff. But anyway, well, not everybody, but you get what I'm saying. So let me go ahead and just say hello really quick to the first people that are here. Thank you so much for being here. AG is here. Good morning, all from a Girl Scout camp teaching teen girls advanced outdoor and leadership skills this weekend. Hashtag empowering the future. AJ, I love you. You are so amazing. Amber is here, and Nisa, and Purple Love RN, and Serafina, and Kelly, and Days XO, and Jackie, and Debbie, and Simply Bonnie, and Joanne, and Siggy Love in Georgia, and Deanna, and Lindsay, and JM, and Valerie, and Nancy in the house, and Amanda, Joe, and Sarah, and Linda, and Tanisha. Thank you so much for being here. And if I didn't say hello to you, there were probably about 50 of you that rushed in at the same time. So I apologize for not saying hello to everybody, but I think everybody else would probably get a little bored. So let's go into the first thing. And this is something I'm running out of. And I thought about doing an empties video, but I honestly, I don't like to keep my trash around. That's just a personal thing. I don't like to keep my stuff, empty stuff. I did for a while, a couple of years ago, I was doing empties, but I'd rather just show you and then throw it away. This is something I am about to throw away. And I am definitely not repurchasing, because I did get this free from Clinique. But I'm definitely purchasing this as soon as I run out of my other cleansing balms, because I do have some other cleansing balms that I don't want to waste, that I do want to use up. But this stuff is amazing. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. The only thing I don't like about this is, what was it? The Benefit, the Bad Gal Bang. I was like, it came off really easy for me, no problem. And then in the comments, people were like, I had a little bit of trouble taking that mascara off. And there were quite a few people that said they had trouble taking it off. And I realized I was taking it off with this. And maybe not everybody has this. So that's my only complaint, is it kind of, for review purposes, it takes off makeup so well that if I use it all the time for taking mascara off and then use that for review, that information isn't necessarily valid, because this is just so good at taking things off. So yeah, so this is something I absolutely love. All right, let me see what's happening with people in the comments. Okay, Misty loves it. Whitney loves it. Euro Durkey, I'm going to say. I can't ever do empties either. Having empty containers drive me crazy. Oh my gosh, me too. Katie Marie, hello. That Clinique balm is great, but I hate the film it leaves over my eyes, both as I use it and afterwards. I've heard that from many people, and it does not do that to me very often. Every once in a while. So what I usually do is I put it, maybe this is the trick. Maybe this is what I'm doing that's good. So I don't put it on my eyes first. I put it on my face first. So I grab a little scoop, I warm it in my hands, I rub it on my face, and then I rub it on my eyes. So maybe having a concentrated amount of the product and putting it on your eyes first, maybe there might be more getting in your eyes than when I do it. But I have had the one from the balm, that one I do get that weird cloudy look over my eyes when I use it. Also the Hamish All Clean Balm, the one that has the donkey milk in it. Oh no, right? That one can leave a little film over my eyes sometimes. This one doesn't do that for me. I don't know why. It's very weird. Let's see what else. Debbie likes it. Kelsey likes it. Kelly, I don't know what's in it, but it burns my face. Oh no. I can't say it's ever burned my face. I'm so sorry to hear that. If I had the ingredient list, I could look at it, but I don't have the ingredient list in front of me. Amber says, I bought that cleansing balm, haven't tried it yet. Let me know how it goes. Come back to the comments of this video and let me know. Pam says, love the Clinique Take the Day Off. Black Diamonds and Pearls, I prefer the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. I've never tried that one. Siggy says, this Clinique hurt the eyes? It doesn't hurt mine. I will legit open my eyes with it on my eyes, and I have no problems with it. I don't have sensitive skin. I'm not one that typically has a reaction to things. So maybe that... I can only speak to my own experiences, Mama Bear says the Hamish stung my eyes. Oh no, that's a K-Beauty brand, in case you did not know that one, because it's not as, I think, is out in YouTube beauty land. I found out about that one on the Reddit, the subreddit, the Asian beauty subreddit, I think is what it's called. One that I am not as impressed with is the L'Occitane cleansing balm. I realized after I did the review of this that ended up it's not on my channel anymore, but we'll talk about that at some point. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe, possibly. Okay, so it works, but I don't think it works as good as the Clinique. I think the Clinique works better, and this is like a lot more. It's at least $10 more than this. So, and I think you get a lot more product in the Clinique. I mean, if you look at the containers next to each other, I mean, this one's tall and this one's fat, so it's that whole object size thing that pre-K kids work on. Let me see if it has the size. It has to have the size on here. It must be by law on here. Okay, 3.8 ounces in this one. And then, oh gosh, it's a tiny print. Oh no, 2.1 ounces in this one. So you get an ounce, at least over an ounce and a half more in the Clinique. I would definitely recommend the Clinique over this one, even though this one has a nice scent and it does work. This one I feel like works a lot better. Okay, let's see what else we got. We have so much to talk about. So much to talk about. Oh, Tiffany Dawn is here. Yay. Hello, Tiffany Dawn. The Clinique really is good. It's very good. But definitely, you know, be careful with how much you're getting in your eyes. You don't even need a whole lot. Like, I've been using this one. I've been using this one for, I don't know, like a year, something like that. I've been using it for a while. You really don't need a whole lot. All right, let's go into foundations. So these are two foundations I wanted to talk to you about. This one I did not get in technical PR. I got this with Ipsy points. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And this one, it's a nice, more full coverage, which I like. But I do get some caking around my nose with this one and on my chin, just a little bit of caking through the day. And I think the primer I use with this makes a difference. And I haven't pinpointed which primer is best with it. So if you have suggestions on which primer is best with the Too Faced Born This Way, I would love to know those, both in the chat and or if you're watching on the replay down in the comments below, what primer you find to work best with this that doesn't make it break up. But overall, I do like this. It's definitely not a foundation that's my favorite just because it's kind of intense. It definitely doesn't make your face look like it's born this way. Like, in my opinion, it definitely is leaning toward a more cakey look, like a more polished look. Like I like it for filming because it gives me that like not airbrush, but like that. Yeah, like more like airbrush, like that Mackie looking, like solid face tuned kind of look with this, which it doesn't look very natural in person. So this is one I mostly use for filming. But this one right here, this is more my taste. Actually, let me go down to the comments and see what people are saying about that. Sean says it's cakey. I wouldn't say cakey exactly, but it's not natural looking. You know, like it doesn't look like skin to me. And the fact that it's called Born This Way, I think is a little bit odd considering it definitely doesn't make me look like I was born anyway. It makes me look like I just put a bunch of makeup on. That's my opinion. Stevie's girl. Oh, I forget what your real name is. Oh, I had it in my head and it just went out of my head. I know you have another name. Hangover primer works for me with Born This Way foundation. Yes. I do like the peach primer with it. I feel like the Hangover primer and the peach primer are really good primers for under a lot of foundations because they're not silicone based. So I feel like silicone based sometimes will make the foundation break up. Even though it feels good and can fill pores and things, sometimes it doesn't work well with some foundations. Janie, I use Algenist anti-aging primer. Nice. Polly Pocket. I am not a fan of Born This Way. It cakes up and makes me look older. I've tried it with a lot of primers. It's a no-go. Yeah, and I find that it sinks into my fine lines, well, wrinkles, let's be honest, right here. I feel like it kind of seeps in a little bit. Lucy Lou, I didn't like the Hourglass Vanish stick, and it wouldn't set. Maybe a different primer. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't think did I try the Hourglass Vanish stick? I think I did. That's their stick primer. I wasn't a fan of that one either, though. I didn't like that one either. I didn't like the way it sat on my face. The Lady Psych, that Born This Way foundation makes me super oily and breaks up on me. Ugh. Felicia, hey Felicia. Felicia is, Felicia. She's been around. She's been on a lot of my Periscope streams for years. I love Felicia. Born This Way works amazing on her. I trust her. Oh, Monica is here. Is this, I think you're Monica. Yeah, you're the same Monica. Hi, Monica. Did you hear me talk about you in the beginning of the stream? If you didn't, check it out on the replay because I was raving about you. I'm pretty sure by your picture it's the same Monica because I know what Monica looks like, but her picture's just so small on here. Comments are going very fast. I have it paused. Tanisha, also the Too Faced foundations in deeper shades have funky undertones. Do they really? Ooh, good to know. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay. Let's move on to this one. This one is one that does not have a good shade range, and I meant to not pick anything without a good shade range. Why did I do that? Okay, I'll just mention it very, very briefly, but let me just tell you, Pure Lise, if you're watching this, you need to fix your shade range. Your shade range is terrible. You need to fix it. Makes me mad. Why did I burn it? See, I'm trying not to do that, but anyway, I'll just say it very quickly. Pure Lise BB Cream Tinted Moist Pure Lise BB Tinted Moist Cream. This one has a really natural coverage. I really like it, but it doesn't have a good shade range, so we're going to throw it over there because I'm not going to talk about it anymore until they extend their shade range. JCT says, hi, Jen. Too Faced makes me look like a carrot. Latina is here. Hello to you and Julio down by the schoolyard. Good to see you. Julie says, born this way makes me look old, which I am, but I don't want to advertise. Oh, Julie. Well, the alternative to old is not a good thing because that means you don't get to be old. And I'm trying to find my happy place in embracing that I'm getting older and that, you know, that's just what happens. And, you know, it's better than not having that opportunity. And there are a lot of people on this planet that don't get the opportunity to get older. And I'm actually going to be 40 next month. Oh my gosh. A month from 2 days from now, I'm going to be 40. So I'm trying to embrace. But we live in such a culture of not aging. You know, there's in our culture, it's almost like we're seen as bad for naturally aging. There's some cultures where aging is celebrated. And I wish that we had more of that kind of culture in the US. You know, I mean, we've earned every wrinkle. We've earned this. We have lived. We have learned. I wish we could celebrate that more. You know, there's just so much like age shaming that happens, especially on the internet, you know, and one people that, it's like, you know, making fun of people that look like they're getting older. It's so sad. It's really sad because we all get there if we're lucky, you know. But anyway, that's off topic. That's the way I feel. Yep, I am a Gemini through and through. I know some people don't like Geminis, but I'm very proud of my Gemini-ness. My husband is a Gemini too. We're both Geminis. He was born on June 19th. All right, let's move on to blush. I got some blushes to share with you guys. Oh my gosh, someone said before it skipped down, try living in Los Angeles. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Yeah, Rachel says I'm 46 and a YouTuber and sad that YouTube is a young girls market. But there's plenty of people out there that are older. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I mean, you guys just gotta be you. And it's all about providing something on YouTube. People get so obsessed with this whole growth thing, like that comment earlier about, you know, that my channel is, one of the parts of the comment was that, you know, I'm stuck at this low number of subscribers. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not stuck anywhere. I love my channel. I love my content. If you don't like it, you can go. But, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, people get so stuck in this whole growth thing. It's like, yeah, it's nice to have a channel that's bigger, but it's like, I just enjoy speaking to you. And I enjoy having, you know, people to talk to about makeup and celebrating that. That's what's important. People have this crazy focus on so many things. It's like, but anyway, I could go on and on. So anyway, I got these two box blushes. These are from Benefit. So I got Dandelion, and then I got California. I have both of these, and they're good. They're nice blushes. I like that they're buildable. I like that they are very long-lasting. I don't know if they're worth the price. I think the packaging is adorable. I feel like these are kind of a splurge item kind of thing, at least for me. And I don't think I would purchase these if they weren't sent to me. But I am very thankful to have them. That's kind of the way I feel on them. Oh, I didn't mention, as far as the Born This Way, I probably wouldn't purchase this if I hadn't gotten this with Ipsy points. I probably wouldn't purchase that. The Clinique is the only thing so far that I would purchase. And I wouldn't purchase these, even though I do like them. I think they're good blushes. But I feel like, you know, blush is, the only thing I really want in a blush is I want it to last on my cheeks for a long period of time. I do like building the blushes, but I feel like you can get some of those at drugstore prices. Like I really like the Makeup Revolution blushes. Those are really, really nice. What else? The Essence blushes are really good if you can find a shade. The problem with Essence blushes is the shade range is very small, at least in the ones that I've seen. But those are really nice blushes. I feel like, how many shades of pink do we really need in life? You know, but I mean, I do really like these, but I definitely wouldn't purchase them if I didn't get them. That's the way I feel about it. Let's see, Becky, I recently got those new gold Benefit blush, and it's so smelly. Really? Oh my gosh. Nicole, hey, Nicole from channel Yay or Nay Nicole. Hi, Nicole. She's one of my good friends. She says, I love Milani blushes. And you know what? I haven't bought many Milani blushes. I think I've tried maybe 1 or 2. I need to like beef up my Milani blush collection. But it's one of those, it's like, do I really need more blushes? And that's the only reason why I haven't bought any. Grethel says, I like mixing pink and orange blushes though. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. Tanisha, I love Juvia's Place and Becca blushes. Yes, they're both very good. I have the Juvia's Place blush palette. I really like that one a lot. I need to break that back out because I haven't played with that in a while. It's very nice. Juvia's Place just, so good. The only thing I haven't liked from Juvia's Place was the eyeliners. I did do a review on them, and I think I liked them at the time of the review, but they dried out on me. Like within like 6 months or something, they dried out on me, and I was very sad. But I did really like them when they were alive. I just got some Duraline. If I still had them, I could mix it in and fix them. Crystal says, Jen, you helped me to not buy makeup. I love that. I love that too. I do. Jojo says Tarte makes good blushes. You know, there's a huge cult following for Tarte blushes. I personally, I just think they're just okay. Honestly, I like the Benefit ones better. I know, isn't that crazy? It's like sacrilege to say that Tarte blushes are not amazing, but I don't think that they're fantastic, at least for me. Maybe I'm trying the wrong shades. And I have not bought any Tarte blushes in a really long time. So maybe they changed the formula. But I just haven't, except for, no, that was Lorac. I was thinking about the Pirates of the Caribbean palette, but that was Lorac, that wasn't Tarte. Steph says, poor pigment on the Tarte. Yeah, and that's the problem that I've had with them. And also I had the problem in the past with hard pan on Tarte blushes. And I know that there are a lot of people that disagree with me on that, but I can only speak my own truth. You know, I can't speak to other people's experiences. Katie says same thing. Tarte blushes just okay. Me too. Alicia, I just got a mini set from Benefit and it has 4 blushes and Hula Light for $24. Nice. And that's one thing Benefit does really well. If not, it's kind of excessive what they do, but it's a great way to try those things, or those kits that Benefit does. They're constantly coming out with new kits and things, but it's a great way to try these things. The only thing is be careful with Benefit with their palettes, their blush palettes, because the formula in the palettes is different than the pressed formula that's not in the palettes. Just so you know, it is different. I used to buy those kits. Like I even have one. I have like this one right here that I purchased, and the formulas just aren't the same a lot of times. Like what do I have? I have dandelion in here. Let me show you. The color is the same. We'll test it because I haven't swatched these next to each other in a while. So we've got dandelion here. Sometimes the shades are a little bit different. Hopefully we'll be able to see because dandelion's one of those lighter ones. I got this one because I didn't have Dallas and I didn't have Rockateur. I've tried Coralisa, but I don't think I currently own it. Let me see. They do look the same in here. Oh, okay. So the shades do look the same in here for there, but the formulas a lot of times are different, the actual compound, because the way that it needs to be pressed in the palette sometimes is different than the way it needs to be pressed in the blush box. So the formulas can be different. And that was from research that I did a long time ago on not this one, but a kit that was it like a year or 2 ago? It was a different one. It wasn't this one. So that's good to know that at least with this one, they do look to be the same shade. So that's good. But I don't have the other ones. I have Hula way over there, but I'm not going to get that. Oh, speaking of Juvia's Place, I know I didn't get these in PR. I bought these, but look how beautiful that is. So stinking pretty. I think some people look at Juvia's Place, especially people of my skin tone, and they go, oh, it's not made for me because of the African themes there. Anybody can use this stuff. I mean, you might have to use it a little differently than someone with a deeper skin tone, but that goes with all makeup. And Juvia's Place really puts out some very high quality products. So don't, people with lighter skin tone, don't look at Juvia's Place and just dismiss it, All right. Let's see what else is going on. Mama Bear, Juvia's Place is beautiful. I own all their palettes. I own most of them. I don't own all of them. And I don't think I've gotten any of them for PR. I don't think. They said they were going to send me some things for PR when I saw them at IMF last year, but they didn't. But that's okay. I still love them. Michelle, City Color Cosmetics have great blushes and are really inexpensive. Oh, Michelle. Oh my gosh, Michelle, I have to tell you, City Color blushes for me, they're like instant clown face. Like I can't do it. They're so pigmented. It's insane. They're ridiculously pigmented. I can't do it. I went out of focus for a second. I can't do it with City Color. Like if you can rock a City Color blush, go for it. Go for it. I can't do it. They're too intense. Every time I put my hands up, it goes out of focus. They're too intense for me. I can't do it. but yeah, I hear ya. Misty says, I have both those blush palettes and all the palettes ever made by Judy is nice. Oh, hi, Cauliflower. Hello. I love my Makeup Revolution blushes. They're very reasonable. Yes, Makeup Revolution does make really good blushes. I really like those. They're not quite as pigmented as the City Color, and that's why I like them. Julie, I'm as pale as they come, and I have almost everything that Judy's Place makes. There you go. So that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. All right. One more blush I want to tell you about. This is one that I actually would purchase because I'm a huge fan of the Balm blushes. This right here, this is called the Girls Getaway Trio, and it has Balm Springs, Balm Beach, and Balm Desert. My big complaint about this is that it's all super light. I wish they would make one of these. The Balm is not very POC friendly, people of color friendly at all. But if this works for you, then this shade selection works for you. I would definitely recommend it. And the Balm really needs to work on their inclusivity just a little bit. So you won't spend a lot of time on that, but I do really like it. Oh, man. Okay. I want to talk about this right now. Oh, my microphone got stuck. And I went, oh, it like brought me back like a boomerang. Hold on a second. I'm so sad that I don't like it. I'm really, really sad because I wanted to like it. Look how pretty these things are. Look how beautiful they are. They're so pretty, but they're really, they seem to be well made in that they're not like jingle jangly, but they're like, I just don't like the fluffiness of them. They don't seem like they've got enough bristles in them. They just seem like they're not, no, they don't do it for me. Like this, look how this is not dense. Like there's product coming off because I used it, but it's not dense at all. So I use this for like packing on powder, but normally I would use a kabuki brush like this for foundation. And I can't use this for foundation because it's too fluffy. And then we've got this brush, and you'll have to tell me, this is the only one I haven't used out of the kit. You'll have to tell me what you would use this brush for. It's like a flat kabuki brush, but it's really small. I mean, I guess I could use this maybe for packing powder on the under eyes, but I prefer for something like that, something that's more rounded so that it can get in these corners very easily because the product picks up on the very end. So like, I don't even know what to do with this brush. And I just don't like these. And I'm so sad I don't like them. I wanted to love them. This one's probably the best brush in here because it's just so typical. And it's a blending brush. They just really need to work on the density of these brushes, like a lot. So this was a no for me, and I'm really sorry because it's so cute and it's said to me in PR, and I'm sad. It is what it is. But brushes that I do like, actually, let's look at comments because I want to see what other people, if anybody else has tried the Spectrum brushes, the Mermaid set. If anybody else has used it before. CJ says, anything unicorn or mermaid I'm not into, so over to kitty makeup stuff. I mean, for a while I thought it was really cute, but I think that it just got overplayed. Like right now, have you noticed how many green and blue products are coming out? Like eyeshadow products? They're like everywhere right now. Everybody rushed to do green and blue stuff. Whitney says it's supposed to be for concealer, but I actually use that type with ColourPop Super Shock shadows. That might be interesting. It's so fluffy though. Wiley's Girl says I like BH Cosmetics. Elise, hi Elise. I have the Mean Girls set and I love it. Oh, nice. That's good. Mike's talking about Luxie. Yeah, and that was what I was going to talk about next. It's a nice segue. Thanks, Mike. So brushes that I've received in PR that I do really like are the Luxie brushes. Most of my Luxie brushes were either from Ipsy bags, because Ipsy gives out a lot of Luxie brushes, or from PR from Luxie. It's funny because the owner of Luxie, every time I see him, he tells me a new secret, and I'm so honored that he feels comfortable talking to me about the secrets for Luxie, and it's just so sweet. Like I love that. So he told me like about the Jasmine brush set. I knew about that way before. The Wonder Woman brush set, I knew about that way before, like a year before they came out. I knew about those, and I was so honored. I was like, that's so nice of you. But I do, but on topic, I do really love Luxie brushes. But I love equally, not equally, there's some Luxie brushes I like better than my Moda brushes because of the shape. Some of their eye brushes, the Luxie eye brush shapes, are really cool, like really small blending brushes that really get very nicely, you know, into the crease to blend. I really like some of those. But so Luxie is amazing. It is more expensive than Moda. Moda you can get at Walmart. I love Moda brushes. I feel like they are some of the best inexpensive brushes that exist. I mean, I've tried lots of inexpensive brushes, and I feel like Moda just tops them all. I mean, the company Royal and Langnickel that owns Moda, they've been making brushes for so many years, a ridiculous number of years. So they just know what they're doing, and they were smart enough to make a brush that was less expensive and also high quality. And I love my Moda brushes, and these are just different lines. One thing to know about Moda brushes is that it doesn't really matter the handle. The handle's the only thing they change in the different sets. So if you see a brush like this that has this kind of handle, it's the same brush. It's just whatever handle you want, whatever handle you like better. So don't feel like you need to buy every collection from Moda, because a lot of it's the same, unless you see a, sorry, a comment just popped up and I got distracted. Unless you see a shape that's new to you that you're attracted to. Don't feel like you need to own them all. But yeah, they're super inexpensive and they're really, really good. I definitely recommend these. They're wonderful. And all my Moda brushes I got in PR. So, but yeah. Marie, Jen, like you, I love Moda brushes, but I really want the Smashbox brushes. I just can't bring myself to spend that kind of money. Yeah, I don't own any Smashbox brushes, I don't think, except for ones that came in palettes. So I don't know anything about those. Emily says, I hate Moda brushes, are smaller. They were full size, I would love them. They're full size. Were you looking at the travel sets? Because they do have some travel sets that they're smaller, but not all of them are small. Like, these are Moda brushes. This is their prismatic line, I think. That's what it's called, I think. Prismatic. I forget. I lose track of all their lines. But like, see how this one's a little bit smaller? But some of them are bigger. You just have to find the right ones. Jamie says, I just have 2 from BoxyCharm. They're too expensive for me in general. Oh, okay, gotcha. I had to go back to that comment real quick. Luxie eye brushes. Heather says, Luxie eye brushes, that one I received in Ipsy. Please don't skip down. Are great. Okay, I saw it before it skipped down. Monique says some Tarte brushes aren't too bad. I like their holiday sets. I agree. And I did buy a Tarte brush set that I really liked. I do like Tarte brushes. I do. They are expensive. Stevie's Girl, I want to try the LA Girl brushes that came out this past winter. I haven't tried any LA Girl brushes either. Oh, I already read that one. Julie says, I want to get some Moda, but I haven't got them because they seem like their eye brushes are big. Well, you just have to look and see the shape that you like. They might be. I'd try to find them in store. Like, let me hold this one up. This one is one that I use a lot, but you're right, it is kind of big. Like, but I don't mind that because of the shape of my personal eyes. Luxie brushes makes really good small eye brushes, though. You might want to go Luxie instead of Moda, to be honest with you. Because their little eye brush sets are wonderful. Oh my goodness, I have a table full of stuff and we've got 34 minutes in. Okay, let's skip over to eyeshadow palettes. Okay, Profusion has sent me so many palettes, so many of these things. They're gigantic, they're heavy. Like, I'm thinking about like kind of asking them to chill on the sending of the things, because a lot of them are very, very similar. They're very mass marketed. They're very natural looking. They're very, They're just okay as far as the quality. I wish I liked the quality better. I do. I mean, it just like, it breaks my heart that I don't love them. Is this one not even open? This one's not even open yet. I haven't, this one, because I pulled this one out of my things to try drawer, but it's like, they're heavy and they're big and the quality is not great. It fades. I mean, it's like a typical, mediocre drugstore eyeshadow, in my opinion. And that makes me sad. I feel like their face products are a little bit better, but still, I mean, I really feel like they need to bump it up. They're not bad. They're just not great. And the price point is very inexpensive. Like, I think like something like this is probably going to run you about 15 bucks. Something like that. They're super inexpensive. They sell these at a lot of the discount stores like Marshall's and TJ Maxx and stuff as well. I mean, you can get a nice look out of them, but if you're looking for something that is going to be like, yes, this is so awesome, this is so fun, most of the stuff is not. It's not going to do it for you, and that makes me sad because I'm rooting for them because they're so nice. Every PR package they send everything individually wrapped. It's so beautiful. The people over there are so nice, and I hate that I don't love it, but I don't love it, and it makes me sad. Also, along with that, did I get these? I did get these in PR. I did a full review on these. Actually, let me go and see if there's any comments on the. The chat's going so fast, I'm like basically like skipping down and then pausing it. Let's see. Nikki says, Jen, have you tried the blue marble setting spray? I don't even know what that is. Nobody talks about it, and it sets makeup like nothing else. I've tried. It smells funny, but it's actually great for sensitive skin. I have no idea what you're talking about. Blue marble setting spray. What is that? I have to Google it right now. I don't use setting sprays. Blue marble setting spray. Oh, I see it. Oh, looks really inexpensive. Camera Ready Cosmetics. And it looks like it's 14 bucks. I don't use setting sprays. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's the face texture thing. I can't do it. Oh, I wish I liked setting sprays. I would try it. Monica, Seno Secrets has a setting spray and a hydrating mist. Ever heard? No, I haven't. Horror Beauty FX Blue Marble Setting Spray is an FX makeup setting spray. Oh, good to know. Sounds like you would know. Rachel, Nicole, I got the Wayne Goss and they're with every penny. Oh, the Wayne Goss brushes. They are really nice, I have to say. They're really nice. Believe it or not, don't make fun of me. Please don't make fun of me. But I did my friend's daughter's makeup for her junior prom. She wanted a very natural, very simple look. And it was not hard to do. But I brought my Wayne Goss brush that I have. I forget which one it is, but it's one of the fluffy blending brushes. It blended like a dream on her. It was amazing. But anyway, went back off. All right, so let's talk about these. These are the Carity palettes. I did do a full review on these. I have Unicorn Dreams and I have Just Peachy. This one's Unicorn Dreams. It looks like these. And then this one is Just Peachy. It looks like these. And these are, I feel like, a step up from the Profusion palettes. They're really not great. And that makes me sad too, because again, the people over there are very nice. They did send these to me in PR, and indie brands sending things in PR is a huge deal because they don't have a lot of people they can send PR to because they are a smaller company. And I was really sad I didn't like them more. I was able to get some beautiful looks out of these palettes, but they're not the ones that stand out to me and make me go, wow, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just, they're good, but they're not at that great level. So that's just kind of the way I feel about them. But I mean, the shade range is beautiful. Like, I love, I've been hearing this term more lately, color story, when people talk about the color story. I think that it's beautiful. I love the organization of it, and I love that it just kind of goes from light to deep. It's can be used for many different skin tones. Unicorn Dreams, even if you're not into unicorns. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, I wish they didn't include so many in here because I feel like this could have been a little bit more exciting in this row. But I mean, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, but they're just not the best shadows ever. They're good. They're just not the best. Along with that same kind of deal, I feel like Coastal Scents is kind of in the same range with Carity, and that they make good shadows, but they're not the best. These also were sent to me in PR. This one is the Fairy Fuchsia palette, and it looks like that. And this one, I felt like for a fairy palette, it was super boring. Boring the house. I mean, for Fairies. Like when I think of fairies, I don't think of this for some reason. I mean, it matches the packaging, so you can kind of see where it is, but I definitely don't get fairies out of this. I think of fairies, I think of glitter and glitz and shine and shimmer. And this one, it's a very monochromatic look when you use this palette. And it's just okay. It's just okay. And then this one I loved a lot more. This one has been really fun. This is the Summer Breeze palette. This one I really like. I really, really like this one. This is probably my favorite out of these 4 that I'm showing you. This one's probably my favorite. This one has some really nice pigment to it. I feel like the only thing that I would be any kind of critique is that I do have to reach into other palettes to kind of balance out these shades because it's just so much color. So I feel like I need to grab some neutrals from somewhere else, but I mean, it's like whatever. But this one has been really fun to play with. I've used this maybe 4 or 5 times, and it got pushed to the side somehow, but this one is really beautiful, and you can get some gorgeous looks. It is a little bit more difficult for me to work with because it's not intuitive the way that it's set up. Trying to figure out what shades I'm going to put where takes a little bit more of an artist's eye, which I don't have. But I have created some beautiful looks with this, and it's very pretty. So if I were going to recommend any out of those 4, it would be the Summer Breeze. This came out, I believe, last summer from Coastal Sets. I really like it. Let's see, anything else. Tina wants to know, did anybody order a Novelist palette? I didn't. Heather says the Fairy palette looks like Lunatic Cosmetics Lab Contour palette. A little bit. I can see that. I do like the Lunatic Labs Cosmetics Contour palette, but that I did not get in PR. Which ones would I buy out of these? This is a great question. I keep forgetting to tell you that. So I would not buy this. I would not buy these. I would buy this. This one I would buy. That's the only one out of those. Okay, should we go there? I don't know if we should go there. Do I want to go there? I brought it out to go there, but now I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there. The Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette. Do I want to go there? People like to pick on me whenever I mention this stuff, and it's like I don't have the emotional energy today to be picked on. I don't have emotional energy, but I will. I'm just gonna break it down. Okay, was the shade selection my favorite in here? No, I did do a full review of this. This was set in PR. The shade selection was not my favorite, but I really do love the quality of these shadows. This palette is very fun as far as, I say very fun. The formula is very enjoyable to use. If I could edit this video, that is what I would say about this. It's very enjoyable formula to use. It is creamy, it's blendable, it's easy to use. So if you like these shades and you don't feel like you're super adept with eyeshadow, this is a really good palette to try. Would I have purchased this? Like I said in the video, no, I wouldn't have purchased it if it wasn't set in PR, but it's not because of the quality of the shadows. It's just because of the shade selection. I probably wouldn't purchase it, but the quality is really, really good. I'm still working on my Nudie Patootie full review. I will tell you that the mattes in there are spot on, stinking amazing. I love the mattes. The shimmer, the biggest complaint I have so far is I'm still working with the fallout through the day. As I'm applying them, I get a little bit of fallout, but through the day, I'm still getting a lot of fallout on my cheeks. So I'm working on trying to figure all of that out. Even the ones that aren't the super like pressed glitter ones, I'm still getting a little bit of fallout. So I'm still working on that, but I did actually purchase that palette. It was sent to me in PR, but I did purchase it. So that one I would, even at this point, I would probably have, I wouldn't be upset with my purchase on that one. I just need to figure out those shimmer shades because I'm getting fallout and I don't know why. And it's like, I need to figure out like more fallout than I'm used to during the day from any shadow. They just seem to be really, it's sometimes when you put more pigment in something, it doesn't hold together as much. You need the binding ingredients to hold the shadows together in the pan and also on the eye so that it doesn't fall out. And there may not be enough binding agent in the formula. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Lupe, hi Lupe. She says, I love the packaging. I don't see why she got slammed for it, and I'm not a huge fan of hers. Yeah, I think that sometimes people are way too overdramatic is what it comes down to. Way. I feel, I've said this before, I think that when you get really into makeup, it's almost like getting really into wine or coffee or tea. You know, when you really get into something, you start tasting those notes that no one tastes unless they are really into it. You know what I'm saying? Like beer drinkers. When you really get into something, you can see things that the typical consumer of that thing doesn't see. And I think that's what's happening a lot with these influencer created products, is that they're being tested and tried and criticized because people are seeing things that a typical consumer might not see. Is that a bad thing? No. But, you know, we just have to respect that there's different perspectives and different levels of what people want as far as performance. And respecting that not everybody needs certain aspects in an eyeshadow palette, like as far as like the packaging. You know, like some people will really, really care about packaging and the design, and it'll really bother them. But to some people, that doesn't even matter, because all it matters is the quality of the shadows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. By the way, I'm trying really hard to be quiet in my drinking of my coffee, but the drinking of the coffee must happen. It must happen. Mia says, does Jen answer questions once the live is over? Yes, come back and leave a comment in the video description. In the comments below the video once the video renders. Monique says, I want to get my hands on the Makeup Shayla ColourPop collaboration, but it's out of stock. It's beautiful, isn't it? Her design of that collection is just, she did a wonderful job. Like, I looked at it and I went, wow, she did good. Brianna says, are there actual metallic shadows in Laura's palette? Yes. The two, you're talking about this one? Which one? This in Cat's Pajamas, I would say this one, right? Well, I wouldn't say metallic. I would say that they're, I don't know, they're foiled. These guys right here, Scatterbrain in one ear and Redonkulous. I would say those are metallic. And then Nudie Patootie, I think, is over there. I have to unplug. I'll get Nudie Patootie for you real quick. Hold on a second. All right. Ugh. Okay, and then with Nudie Patootie, we've got these crazy guys right here, these two. This Jaybird and Au Naturel, which are those, they're like pressed glitters is what it comes down to. But I would say as far as the more metallic ones, we've got Topless, Exposed, and Undercover. I would say those are the more metallic ones in here. Oh, and Buff. Those are the metallic-y ones. You see that? I want to get that shine on Buff. But Au Naturel and Jaybird are a whole nother animal. They're a whole nother animal. They're like, let's see if I can get these. And it's so funny because people on that video, on my video that I did, my first impression, were like, why does it look like you have two different colors on your eyes? It's because Jaybird's a duochrome. Jaybird has, it's like a copper, and then it shifts the gold. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's a really, in my collection, it's extremely unique. I don't have anything like that. I mean, there may be dupes somewhere on the planet, but not in my house. So all I can speak of is what's in my house. But yeah, I mean, and the matte, like I said, the mattes are the standout product, I think, in here. The mattes are flipping amazing. But even like these guys are giving me fallout through the day, which is weird. So I'll keep playing with them and I will let you know. Go ahead and skip down. Katie says, the only pressed glitters I've tried, all the lines in my lid stand out and made me look like I'm 500 years old. This I don't feel like does that. I don't feel like it does that. But I haven't had that problem, I have to say. Problem. Jen says, Pop Lux did a good video on Laura Lee's palette. Just don't watch around your kids. You can't watch Pop Lux around your kids. You can't watch Nady around your kids. Nady's amazing, though. I love Nady. Oh, my gosh. He's like my current obsession. I go through phases. Nady's my current obsession from Pop Lux. I love his videos, but definitely you cannot watch them. He's crude, man. Some of the stuff he says. He did the review of the seashell beauty blender thing, and he said it looked like something that I'm not going to speak about on my channel, but something masculine that is very natural, but something that I like to keep my channel a place that you can watch in front of your kids. I won't say it, but he's very, very funny, very funny. Okay, so let's move on a little bit because we've only got 10 minutes left. I'm taking my daughter to a fairy festival today, so I've got to, get my energy and get going to that after we're done with here. All right, so this was not sent to me that long ago from Lorac. This is their contour palette. This is so good. This is definitely something that I would purchase. So this is something I had my eye on for a really long time, and I kept looking at the price point, and I was like, do I really need another contour palette? No, and then I would move on, and I wouldn't purchase it. But then Lorac sent it, and now I'm like, why didn't I have this in my life earlier? It is similar to me, to the Anastasia one, which I also own. So did I need it? No, but it could easily have replaced some other contour palettes in my collection. The lasting power is really good. The blendability is really good. I do wish the shades, for me personally, were a little bit cooler. That's really my only thing. I used this on Jade, who was the girl that I did the prom makeup on. I used this on her. It looked gorgeous on her. It was very natural. I used this shade. The deep contour isn't super deep, so I guess it would just depend on your skin tone whether you could use this or not. But I feel like this would work for a lot of people, even if it wouldn't work for everybody. It would work for a lot of people. I don't really use the yellow highlight much, just because I don't feel like I need a yellow highlight for coloring, for discoloration, things like that. But I do use the beige highlight. What I've been doing ever since Lindsay Schoolcraft from Cradle to Filth, since she came over and did my makeup that one day, I have the video. It's so good. If you did not see the video with me and Lindsay Schoolcraft, it is such a good video. And I feel like people didn't necessarily know how good that video was gonna be until they clicked on it and they're like, oh my gosh, this video is so good. She's just so charismatic, and she gave such good information about doing makeup on the road and what it's like to be on an international tour and be the makeup artist for the band. And she's in this crazy black metal band. She's almost done with her tour. She's on her way to Australia. She's got like 2 weeks left. Like, hang in there, Lindsay. If you're watching this, hang in there, girlfriend. I'm waiting for you. But anyway, back on topic. What she taught me, which I think I had seen in videos before, but I hadn't ever adopted it myself, was to do the contour where you do the contour, and then doing this matte highlight shade here and here to just blend it out. And it's absolutely beautiful. It just blends it so nicely and makes it look so much more natural than what I had been doing before, which was just applying the contour, blush, and highlight and being done with it. But I really like doing that, just blending the contour. So, I'm very thankful that she taught me that, and it works really, really well with this particular palette. Lupe says, I watched it to support you and ended up loving it. It was so good, wasn't it? It was so good. Ivory says, I love Cradle of Filth. It's not my favorite style of music. I even told Lindsay this, it wasn't my favorite style of music, but I really like her. I really like her. Jen says, can you use the matte highlight to set under eyes? I use the KVD contour palette for that. Yes, you can. Absolutely. And the KVD contour palette is very similar in that too. Like the Anastasia, the Kat Von D, the Lorac, they're all amazing. They're all fantastic. Oh, Nicole hit pan on a Lorac contour palette. She needs to get a new one soon. Nice. But yeah, this one's really good. This one's really good. But it's interchangeable for me, quality-wise, with the Anastasia and the Kat Von D. Just whatever shades call to you the most, I would say any one of those three, but this one's really good too, and that was the one they sent PR. The other two were not sent PR. All right, let's talk about highlighters real quick, because we've got 5 minutes left. Let's very quickly touch on lip products, and then we'll go to highlighters. So these are ones that stood out to me as ones that were sent in PR that I really like. This one is from Ronnie Cosmetics, and I think I've talked about this, I don't know, at least 5 times on the channel. My friend Eshani, who also has a YouTube channel, I haven't talked to her in a really long time, but we were talking a lot around when these launched, and I still really like these. They have a little bit of sparkle in the base of them. They're called Sparked Dazzling Lipsticks, and they're really, really pretty. Let me see if I can see if you can see. You see the little purple shift in there? This one is called Latte. This one's my favorite. Really like this one. I've been enjoying this one a lot. I like a lot of them, but this one has been the one that I've been reaching for the most. And then this one here is the liquid lipstick. It's called Chai. The names go together. I don't like the liquid lipstick quite as much, but I do like it. And this one is interesting because Like you won't see the shift until like in the swatch, you don't really see the shift, but then as it dries down, see it now it's coming. It's there now. Like you can see it, at least I can see it just a little bit. You see the pinky shift in the liquid lipstick? And they're very comfortable, they're very nice, and they don't leave a sparkle on your lips after the color has worn down, which is something I really like. And they also smell really good if you like scented lip products. Like this one smells exactly like chai tea. Exactly, like she nailed the scent. And if you've never smelled chai tea, imagine like a cinnamon gingerbread kind of scent with a little bit of milkiness thrown in. That's the way that I would describe it, like a Christmas cookie cinnamony kind of scent, but with like a milky also in there. The other one that I really like are the Collab lipsticks. I did purchase some of these, and then Collab did send me a few more, which I thought was very nice of them. These are very inexpensive. You can get them at Sally Beauty, and they are some of the creamiest. Like, it's one of my favorite lipstick formulas, and they're very inexpensive. They're really, really nice. So that's another thing. And then, speaking of Collab, I do want to mention this, because both of these, I did not pay for either of these. So I would buy both of those. These, I would buy the Collab one. I would not buy the Becca one. I think I got the Becca in a BoxyCharm, which I don't pay for. And the Becca one's good. It's nice, but I think the Collab one is just as good, and it's a fraction of the price. This one is in Pearlosity, this one here, and then this is in Prosecco Pop. Yes, I'm pretty sure I got that in the BoxyCharm. So they're different shades. Keep that in mind. They're not the same shade. But I'm going to just kind of try to show you the formulas next to each other, because I don't see any point in buying something that is more expensive if you can get the same thing at a less expensive price. Like, I think that's kind of, unless you're buying it for packaging, like specifically. I do feel like now that I'm swatching these next to each other, the Collab one is a little bit creamier, almost a little bit more like moisturizing looking. So this is the Becca, and this is the Collab. Let's see if I can get it to shine for you. See the shine on them? They're beautiful. And I do feel like the Collab one melts into the skin just a little bit better, but that might be the shade too, because it's closer to my natural skin tone. But yeah, I really like the Collab line overall. Their eyeshadows are good. They're not like, oh my gosh, blow me away, amazing, but they're really good, especially at the drugstore price point, because I have a lot of trouble finding eyeshadows I like at the drugstore price point. And the Collab eyeshadows are very good. I would compare them to, let's see, I would say they're about the same as like the Coastal Scents Summer Breeze as far as how much I enjoy using them. I have two of the palettes. I enjoy using both of them. I would definitely purchase both of them. I did purchase one. The other one was sitting. Yeah. I wish I could tell you the shades that I own. I don't have them in front of me. I didn't pull them out. So. I did want to mention highlighters. These Ofra highlighters, definitely. Well, no. This is what I have to say about Ofra highlighters. Ofra highlighters are some of my absolute favorite highlighters of all time. They're amazing. The price point's insane. The price point's insane. I don't think I would purchase these. I have to say it. I don't think I would purchase them. And that's because I don't think I would ever spend that much on a highlighter. I think their price point is crazy. Like, my max on a highlighter is probably around the $20 mark, where I'm comfortable. Once it gets past the $20 mark, I'm kind of like it better be changing my life for one color product. You know, I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's one color. So, I mean, if it's a palette, at least I'm getting a bunch of different colors to play with. But if it's just one color, I just think they're insanely overpriced. I mean, you can find discount codes, 30% discount codes for Ofra all the time, 20% discount codes all the time. That would be the only way that I would purchase these. But they're really good. They're beautiful, beautiful highlighters. They remind me a lot of the Becca ones. But I honestly like the Ofra ones just a little bit better than the Becca ones. Well, I guess they're about the same. They're both amazing. The price point's insane for both of them. I mean, like Becca highlighters, I do own a couple that I purchased, but I don't know. Like, makes me cringe. It's too much. It's crazy. And that's just me personally. Everybody's got their own price points. Let me look up, because I don't want to misquote how much these things cost, but I want to say they're like $28 or something. I'm getting highlighter on my computer. Shop. Highlighter refill. Oh, they sell refills now. That's cool. So, okay, here we go. So they have the refills for $18, which, oh no, those are the minis. The minis are $18. $35. This is $35. No, no, never. Never would I ever. No. And Beverly Hills, which I absolutely love, is $40. I mean, it does have 5 shades in it, but $40 for one pan. I guess people are buying it. I just can't. I can't even. This is the one that Nikki Tutorials came out with. This one's called Glazed Donut. It's beautiful. Price point's outrageous. So that would be a no, even though I do love them. I think eventually maybe I might splurge and get one, but that price point's pretty good for this. No. Steph says Glazed Donut is my fave. Hey, Steph. Maybelline Rose Gold Highlighter is drugstore pricing for me. That's good to know. I don't know that one. Naomi says, I love my mini refill pans. I just can't, I can just pop it in my Magnite palette. So that's a smart thing to do. It's very smart. Yeah, it's crazy. I think Monica said, did it go up? I think it might have. Jen says, I like BoxyCharm for the most part at $21 a month. Yeah, that's the way I kind of feel about BoxyCharm too, where I've been getting BoxyCharm forever. If you've seen my BoxyCharm unboxings, I've been getting them forever. But I think that BoxyCharm overall, if I wasn't getting it for free, I would continue to buy. I would buy BoxyCharm for the $21 a month. I would probably do like a year subscription of BoxyCharm if I didn't get it for PR. Definitely. Am I happy with them every month? No, just like March. March, I was not happy with my March box at all. But I feel like it's worth the risk because for me, I have that $21 that I can. I was telling somebody in the comments, somebody was saying about BoxyCharm, since this is kind of on topic. It's 1 hour in. Okay, let me just go into BoxyCharm and then I'll shut up. Okay, so someone asked in the comments, they were like, I'm trying to decide whether I should get BoxyCharm or not. This is the way I feel about it. I feel like with any beauty subscription, it's like playing the lottery. It's like pulling a slot machine. I mean, you never know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're completely throwing your money into the trash. You may get a box that is full of things that you will never use and you have completely wasted your money. And you have to be prepared for completely wasting your money. If you are not prepared for completely wasting your money, I don't think you should ever do a subscription box. But if you have that money to gamble with, if you don't feel bad if you lost that $21 and you'd be okay with getting a bunch of stuff you wouldn't use, then I think the BoxyCharm is probably the best one that I've personally tried. I've heard some really good things about like the Allura Beauty box, except for that story in the news today, which was really, really weird about, I don't know, I'm not going to go into it now because you can watch it in the news, but there was weird things happening. I think it's in the late breaks about like a scrap of a makeup eraser came in the Allura Beauty box. Like it was like an unfinished scrap. I don't know, it was really weird. You can see it in the late breaks of today's news show. But I've heard good things about that one. Sephora Play I had for a short period of time, and my subscription, something happened with the payment, and I just ditched it. I just let it go. Ipsy I do continue to pay for, but if I didn't make videos about Ipsy, if I didn't do live streams on Ipsy, I'd probably cancel that one. BoxyCharm is one I would keep. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about subscription boxes in general. And I do really like BoxyCharm, and I would purchase it. I would. So. But anyway, I should probably pop off here so we can get ready to go to the Fairy Festival. I'm going to try to have a positive outlook on this. I don't feel like driving there. I don't feel like going, but my daughter really, really wants to go. So I'm going to take her. I'm going to go ahead and, I already said I'm going to go. I'm so sleepy. More coffee, intravenous. Thank you guys so much for being here for chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. So next week's chat should be back at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We should be back. And thank you to everybody for leaving the comments in the live stream. I'm sorry I can't even read a fraction of the things that are in the live stream. I do come back and I do read some of the comments afterwards. So just know that I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Just the live stream goes really fast and I have to just read what I can read. If I could read everything, I would. Just know that it's not personal and I love you. Whether I read your comment out loud or not, just know that I appreciate you. And mad love to you. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks so much for being here. And leave your thoughts in the comments below about the products that I talked about so we can all learn from you in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. And I will see you on Tuesday for a new video. Stay tuned for that one. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.